think whatever they want you to think. So no matter about that, Paul Mooney still, he has become an ancestor. Okay, that's what I want to say in finality. He has become an ancestor. He has been released from the body. He is now a star chakra up in the sky, and I'm glad for him. He doesn't have to be a slave to the beast anymore. He doesn't have to use his body to whatever the fuck, you know. He doesn't have to be a slave to that system anymore. Even no matter what they have done to his body, butchering him up, putting him in the freezer, saving his melanin, drinking his blood. These things I'm saying are no joke. They're not a joke. If you're asleep, they're a joke. But if you would just look at what happens to your average person, your average black person, the same thing happens to them. How much greater they're gonna take the celebrities like gourmet food for them because of the power and prowess that celebrity held. And you know, before I was kind of joking around to myself before I made this video, talking about how the queen is probably, you know, saying, I got me some good melanated, nice, tender, indigenous melanated meat coming to me. You know, it is tenderized, it is aged nicely over time, but it didn't get tough. It's nice and soft and still alert and energetic. And all of the energy of you and your mental energy is in your melanin. So that when they consume it, they get a little jolt, just a little bit, temporarily. However, if you collect enough black people in the freezer, you just drink this shit every day. And this is not a joke. I'm not joking. This is the revelation and understanding that I have of the level of what they're doing, the level of it. You think it's just on a little level. This is on a major level. And it would take some time for me to collect to make this video from Tony Robbins. And he admits that he drinks this special stuff every day, and it's called, dang, I can't remember the name of it, but they always change the name. Interferon, used to be called interferon, but that is what I learned from Bobby Hemmett. And that we're taking that from the testicles of young boys. Sorry to say that, so gross. But I learned that from that word interferon from Bobby Hemmett. But now they have other names, and I can't remember the current name that Tony Robbins even said it himself. That I take this every day. And I knew right away it was melanin. And he says it gives me a burst of energy. And he was being interviewed by some young gay boy visiting his island. His island is in the Fiji, by the way. And of course he has a whole bunch of melanated people serving him. Anyway, he gave the elixir to the guest that was coming. And I knew that was melanin. But I have to really dig for that video again. But that would be Exhibit A. You know, I'm bearing witness. I'm showing you. I'm trying to show you. But if you're in denial, if you're asleep, if you're, you know, walking around like the black man in the movie They Live, which the elite know that you are, then, you know, I just wish for divine intervention to uncalcify your brain, lift the corneas off of your eyes so you can see the truth. Excuse me. What I really want to say, what I really meant to say is lift the cataracts, not the corneas. But I could descriptively use that as a metaphor too, and say lift the corneas, which merely means look very deeply. I know what the fuck your cornea is, okay? It's still, the point is that you're so calcified that somebody has to do something drastic for you to see things. But it really is a matter of consciousness, actually, because you're in a stupor. I mean, even my dad is in a stupor. He's in a really angry stupor. I mean, he will say stuff that's just like, I'm like a stranger on the street to him. But let me stop and not talk about that. You know, black people, they're just insane family people. And you can't say anything truthful to them, even about, we're not talking about occult things, we're talking about truth and family, or how people act, or ask anything. So, let me stop, put those cards on the table. All thanks to Bobby Hennett. And we declare that you will increase in consciousness on some level, whatever level you're at. And if the word ashe, which I hear about that word, but I never read what the source of that word is. If the word ashe means honor, power, whatever, I say ashe to Paul Mooney. He is back in his God state. And he had a birthday. It's not a death day, it's a birthday. And Paul Mooney is an ancestor now. That is what I want to leave you with. No matter what fuckery he went through down here, and what ways the beast had him be unnatural, he's out of that world now. So, he's a universal ancestor now. So,